Alright, here's a little fasting update. This has been causing me to do a lot of reflection, a lot of internalizing. And that's one of the things I love about fasting, is it just brings out so much. It has nothing to do with losing weight with me. It has nothing to do with it. I've talked to people who ask me, well, what about creating an eating disorder? And I'm like, well, if you go into it thinking about a diet, if you go into thinking about a diet, it's very possible it could. If you go into it thinking about the spiritual process, it's not even about a body change or limiting calories. It's about introducing this fucking just massive amount of adversity and struggle and seeing, can I fucking get through it? And when that adversity starts to really just fucking kick your ass, as me, can you go in, can you start internalize it? Can you go inside yourself? Can you listen and analyze that self-talk? What's going on in your head at that moment? What are you telling yourself? You can learn a lot about that shit, man. That's why a lot of these people, take David Goggins for example, that's why he lives the life the way he does. See, when you're in that moment, man, when you're deep in that struggle and that inner bitch is coming out just fucking hardcore, this is where everything starts to tie in. This is what Viktor Frankl talks about. The power that we have lies in that space between our stimulus and response. When David Goggins is fucking going through it, when I'm going through it, when other people are just going fucking through it, they're in the middle of that workout, or they're in the middle of some sort of life circumstance that they didn't have control over. They're in that fucking space, choose to do. What are they choosing to do? That's where the fucking power lies right there. That's where you are your most powerful. Because you don't have control over everything, but you have control over that space, that time right there. What you're gonna fucking do. I talked about my discipline not being where it was, where I wanted to be, which is why I started this fast, and it wasn't. I was giving into that little bitch voice a lot more than I like to. Granted, it was nothing close to what it used to be, but it was way more than what I wanted. And so for me, that's what this whole fast is all about this time. And I'm learning a lot about myself on this one. I talked about that owl, and I went into the video in depth on the research that I did on it, the omens and the signs and Native American sign. That one stood out to me to death. And I'm pretty certain that this is meant for me to fucking kill off that inner bitch voice some more. Just elevate more and more levels toward that 10.0 self with my discipline and self-talk. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, my self-talk is tough on this one. Every moment that little bitch voice is like, just break your fast. You're not gonna make it 8 days, and I'll get to that one in a second. You're not gonna make it the full 8 days. Just break your fast. It's coming up with excuses. Oh, date night. You got date night coming up Saturday. You're gonna be too tired. You're gonna be lacking energy. You're not gonna be your best self for your wife. You gotta eat. You gotta bring your best self. See, it's using my own theories against me. It's using my own stuff against me. And when I tell you that little bitch voice is the best negotiator in the world, it is, because guess what? It knows all of your fucking weaknesses. It knows exactly how to fucking push those buttons, exactly how to get to you. See, it's using my own strengths, which is bring your best self to those who need you the most. And so it's saying, that bitch voice is saying, you need to eat. You need to break your fast before Saturday so you can be your best version for your wife that night. But see, here's where the fucking power lies. Here's what you gotta understand. The bitch voice. That bitch voice is the instant gratification. That bitch voice doesn't have power of depth perception. I might not be my best self that night, but once I make it through this fast, she's gonna get a much higher version of me from then on. See, the bitch voice doesn't see that depth perception, but you can see that fucking depth perception. You can see that. You can see beyond what that bitch voice is trying to tell you to look at. So like I was saying before, I'm gonna be honest with you. My self-talk is terrible in this one right now, but I'm looking at it, I'm analyzing it, I'm recognizing it, and I'm not giving into it. I'm making things harder. My energy levels are very low. My physical strength is very low. My breathing is, at times my breathing is kind of struggled, but it's kind of slow. I talk very quietly. It's because I don't have the calories coming in, that kind of energy. I didn't prepare for this one. I didn't go on my keto diet like I do. I didn't do intermittent fasting like I normally do. I went Normally I would be on a high fat, high protein, no carb diet with a lot of intermittent fasting before I go into it. With this one, I just kind of went straight from what I was eating, which was a high protein, a low fat, and a pretty low to moderate carb diet, more of a bodybuilder style diet. And my body didn't really have a chance to become very fat adaptive. It didn't have a chance to really stabilize my blood sugars very well. And so I went into this one very unprepared, but you know what? I said, it's time. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it next week. These other motherfuckers out there talking about, I'm gonna do it January 1st. No, motherfucker, do it now. You're not ready for it? Fuck it, do it now. I'm not ready for this fast. I'm fucking doing it now. And that's when you start to find your pure power and potential. I'm never really truly fucking ready. I'm never really truly ready to start a fucking 8-day fast. I might be motivated one day, but I'm not really ready. That motivation, fuck, you go into a fast like that, motivated with motivation, 2 days in, you're gonna fucking break. Because that motivation is gonna go away really quick when you're sitting there seeing like a cheeseburger and fries and just some fucking food and you're like, oh fuck. Yeah, it's gonna go real fucking quick. But anyways, that's day 3 update. One of the things I'm looking at now, and I said I'll get back to this in a minute, is I'm not looking at that 8-day fast anymore. This is a trick that I used with lifting when I was doing a lifting challenge. And I'll talk about that. So I was doing a squat challenge one day for my birthday, and it was 250 pounds for 50 reps. You're supposed to do your weight for the weight on the bar, your body weight for the weight on the bar, and your age for your reps. But to me, it's too easy. I can do that easily. So I said I'm gonna do 250 pounds and I'm gonna do 50 reps. But here's the kicker. I can't rack the bar. If I rack the bar, either I have to start over, which that ain't gonna fucking happen, or I just lose the challenge, and I'm not fucking losing. So I got into it. I got to 20 and I thought, there's no fucking way I can get to 50. There's no way. And I was focused on that 50 and I grinded out 5 more, just grinding them out. I'm like, fucking shit, I'm halfway through. Bar's still on my back. I'm trying to fucking breathe because well, if you have a weight on your chest, that's even worse. But weight on your back, you can't really get a good breath. I'm sitting there trying to get a breath. I'm like, fuck. And then I was like, you know what, Eddie? You grind out that 5 reps, man. Get 5 more. You get that 5 more and you're at fucking 30, dude. Past the midpoint. Get that 5 more. So, all right, let's get it. Got that 5 more. Sat there and breathed for a little bit. All right, we're at 30. All right, let's get 5 more. Come on. 5 more, let's get it. Boom. Got him. Fucking struggled like hell. So I was like, man, you're a fucking 35, dude. You got 3 more sets of 5 to go, man. I said 3 more fucking sets of 5. Let's get it. So I said, thinking, can you get 5? Nah, man, I can't get 5. All right. We got 15 more. Let's do 5 sets of 3, dude. Let's do this. We can do 5 sets of 3. That's fucking easy, man. 5 sets of 3 at 250, no problem. So 1, 2, 3, got it. All right, we got that, man. No problem. We got that. That's 1 set. All right. 1, 2. Take a breath. 3. Whew. All right, that was tough, but we got it though. Keep checking for that owl now. From now, I'm never gonna see it again, I know. So we got that. All right, come on, let's go. 4 more fucking sets of 3, dog. Come on, 12. Let's go. Get it. That's 1 fucking set. I can do 250 at 12 with no problem. Let's get it. Boom, I get that. I get that 3rd. I barely fucking get it. All right, man. All right, let's get it. All right, we got 8 more, man. Come on. All right, I can't do 3. Can we do 2? Let's get 2. All right, let's get it. Let's get 2. All we gotta do is get that 2. 1, 2. All right. Go again. 1, 2. Barely get that 2. All right. Let's just get 1 at a time, motherfucker. Let's just focus on the next one. We're not focusing on that 50 reps. We're not focused on how many more we have left. We're focusing on that 1 more fucking rep, dog. Let's get it. Boom, got it. Sitting there trying to breathe. Let's go. Let's go now. Boom, got it. All right, breath. Come on, let's go, motherfucker. Get it now. Boom, got it. Did that to 50. Fucking racked the weight and just died. I was destroyed. Fucking mentally, physically. I was throwing up in my mouth. I couldn't fucking breathe. Like, started like on the verge of blacking out. But I got it, and that's what I'm doing with this fast. I'm like, fuck the 8 days. I'm not even looking at 8 days. I'm not looking at the day that I quit. I want to like erase that from my memory. Just not even think about the 8 days. Right now, it's, you know what? We can get through this day. No problem. I could fast for 1 fucking day, man. I fast for 1 day all the fucking time. 24 hours is nothing to me. 24-hour fast for me is nothing. We got this, motherfucker. And when it starts to get tough, hey, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get past these. Let's get past the hour. Let's get past this 2 hours. Come on. We don't gotta make it much longer. It's a couple hours. And then when I'm really in it, this is something for those in recovery that I want you to remember. AA tells you one day at a time, man. Sometimes it's one motherfucking moment at a time. All right, man. Yo, I'm really about to break. I need this food. And I'm tired. I can't, man. The food smells so good. I fucking need it so bad, man. I want to eat that. I want to eat that burger. I want those fries. I want that sandwich. I want that steak. I want them cookies, that cake, all that shit. Give it to me. All right. Can you wait one more fucking moment? And then by the time you get to answer that question, guess what? That moment's done passed. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hit past that moment. Can I make it through one more moment? You stop and think about it for a minute? Yeah, I can. Well, guess what, motherfucker? Multiple moments have just passed. And now multiple moments have just passed again. So sometimes, man, it ain't fucking day by day. It ain't one fucking day at a time. It's a moment, one motherfucking moment at a time. Sometimes that's what it is. And if you can make it through that moment, you can make it through the next. And that's all life is, man. It's one moment after the next. Let's get to that next moment. Let's fucking go.